by Weather Rates for the most accurate forecast in the Ozarks.
Well, outside of some patchy drizzle out there, things are certainly a lot drier this evening than they were, well, going into yesterday evening about this point. That's when the rains really started to move in. Here's a look at the rainfall totals since midnight last night. Over 1.5 inches here in Springfield. Same in Rolla. Almost 2 inches in Fort Leonard Wood. West Plains officially reporting over 3 inches of rainfall. I mean, just a lot of rain here for late January. Had some Weather Watch reports too up in southern Phelps County, almost 2 inches. 1.75 inches in Camdenton and 1.75 inches also down in Branson. And with that kind of rain here at the end of January, again, highly unusual. January typically a drier month. You don't get this kind of precipitation. Cold air generally doesn't produce this kind of precipitation totals. But with this storm, had a lot of moisture to work with, and it squeezed it out over our area. We set record daily rainfall records for 4 different locations: Springfield, Joplin, West Plains, as well as the Vichy-Rolla area. West Plains, again, just shy of 3 inches at 2.92 inches. That's since midnight, beating the old record of 1.7 inches of rainfall set back in 2012. Check out Springfield. That 1.6 inches of rain that we had since midnight beat the old record of 1.12 inches that was set back in 1895. That storm right now certainly has sort of a spring look to it. On the southern end of it, we've got severe weather across parts of northeast Mississippi, now northern Alabama. And on the cold side of the storm, we've got a lot of snow. Heavy snow from eastern Nebraska across Iowa, where many spots are expected to pick up, when all is said and done, over a foot of snow. In fact, in some cases, maybe well over a foot of snowfall. For us, we're just looking at a lot of clouds out there and a little bit of patchy drizzle. There is a secondary front moving across the area overnight tonight. And on that front, there may be just enough forcing to help squeeze out maybe a little bit more in the way of shower activity. Should be fairly light, but maybe a little bit more in the way of shower activity as it pushes off to the southeast. It's also going to bring colder air back across the area, and with it, areas that enjoyed some clearing earlier today, like north central Arkansas, we'll see the clouds, I think, return by tomorrow morning. And I think tomorrow, given the setup, it is going to be very hard to get rid of that cloud cover. It's also going to be a cold day with temperatures only warming into the 30s in most locations. The one area that I think has a shot at seeing some peaks of sun and warmer temperatures would be south of the state line. Overnight tonight, temperatures drop down to about 31 here in Springfield, high of 35 degrees tomorrow. Again, areas near and south of the state line, there could be some breaks in the clouds. Temperatures look a little warmer there, topping out in the low to mid 40s. Overnight Tuesday night, things get interesting again as we're going to find the next system moving in. Looks like that we'll see snow breaking out probably toward late evening or midnight. And then we'll see that risk for snow continuing through the remainder of the night, tapering off by sunrise from west to east across the area. The remainder of the day looks like it's just going to be cloudy and cold. In regard to how much snow that we're going to see, right now, my guess is that most locations will see a little bit of snow, but most locations will only see a little bit of snow. We're talking less than an inch. I think the area that has the greatest chance for maybe an inch or more would be east of Highway 65 and south of the interstate. So we're talking about places like maybe Mountain Grove and West Plains down to Mountain Home. That appears to be an area where we could see totals maybe a little bit more than an inch. We'll be fine-tuning this forecast. One concern I also think that is going to be a situation here is that because the snow is coming through before sunrise, I think there's a much better chance that roads will be impacted. They could be slick early on in the day on Wednesday, and then as we get some daylight, we'll see that snow on the roads melt off and the roads will just be wet by later in the morning. Temperatures tomorrow night dropping into the upper 20s. Certainly cold enough for that snow to stick with highs on Wednesday, generally in the low to mid 30s. Looks like about 33 here in Springfield. In the wake of that, what we will find is cold air retreating. We'll see sun returning on Thursday, and it looks like things are going to be warming up. And when the next storm rolls around, and that will be on Saturday, we're going to be in for rain, not snow. There's your 7-day forecast. You can see after that cold snap of the next couple of days, we'll find sunshine and a warming trend beginning on Thursday, low 50s for highs on Friday, but that'll come with filtered sun. And just count on Saturday being a wet day.
So it is going to be cold, but it's not going to stick around very long.
No, I mean, yeah, and I didn't say this earlier. I think, last night with the rain and the thunder that we heard, it was sort of that first storm of the year where you start thinking, you know what? Spring may not be too far away.
Yeah,
That'll
exactly.
be nice. The sun will be nice on Thursday as well. All right, Jamie, thank you.
Still to come for you tonight on Ozarks